All right, welcome back to the podcast. My name is Hunter. I'm here with Evan and Kenny. Jared is not really on the podcast anymore because yeah, I don't know actually why.
That's good.
He just chooses not to. So, I will apologize in advance for my voice. I'm a little stuffy today. Evan's a little stuffy too.
Yep.
Kenny, I think it's fine.
I'm getting over being stuffy, so
Yeah.
I'm on the back end.
Anyways, it is almost February. We are end of January right now. We've gotten pretty much zero snow this entire year. We did get a little bit yesterday morning, and then it melted by like 4 o'clock.
Stupid.
Mm-hmm. So, have you gone snowboarding, Evan?
I have once. I went one time a couple weeks ago after it snowed. And it was nice. It was fresh powder, freshly groomed. So it was nice when I went, but it's just been icy ever since because they haven't gotten any snow.
Did they get any yesterday?
Yeah, I think we got, I don't know, we barely got any. Like it covered everything, but it melted. But I'm pretty sure they got a couple inches up there. So I'm supposed to go again this weekend.
All right.
We'll see how it goes.
All right. What have you been doing in life, Kenny? Anything exciting?
Not really. Just trying to think. I feel like January is kind of a blur after you get to a certain point of it, just because it either goes by really slow or it goes like you look up and it's like, oh, it's already February 1st almost.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, same old.
We had a basketball game the other day.
Yeah, rec league was good.
We beat them good.
We did.
They weren't bad. They had a couple good players, but
they had no bench. I felt kind of bad for them because I think, did they actually even have a sub?
No. They started with 4 players.
Yeah, we played how many minutes? Like 5 minutes with 4 players, or they did.
Yeah. And the dude that was their 5th took his sweet time putting on his shoes, and and his teammates were like, "What is he doing?"
He got in there and sat down, and I was like, "Is that their 5th?" And he was just like taking his shoes out of his bag, tying them nice. And then he just walked over to the sideline. And
so, I mean, the rest of the team wasn't horrible, but we actually shot well and we played pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
And we're 4-0 going into our bye week.
Yeah, we are.
So we don't have a game this coming week. But yeah, January is like one of those, I don't know, it's kind of a blah month for the most part, I feel like, because it's cold and it's sometimes snowy.
If it was a consistent snow, I would like it. Like if we had snow and it stayed snowy, I would like the winter month.
Yeah. Yep. Well, I'm supposed to go to the hospital this weekend because my wife is going to have a baby.
Yep.
So she's technically not due for another 2 weeks, but her blood pressure is a little high, so they want to induce her on Friday night. Friday night at like 8 or something like that.
How many kids you got now? 6, 7?
We'll see how many.
You think there's a possibility?
We'll see if this is the last one. No, not that many. Holy frick.
I feel like you would know that by now.
We'll see how 3 goes.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, that'll hopefully Saturday have a kid. But
nice.
Can't wait to sleep in the hospital.
You know the gender?
Yep.
Surprise.
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, did you actually sleep in the hospital with your first 2 kids?
Yeah, I slept there.
Like, no, I mean, like, did you actually get any sleep? Like, I know you stay there, but like,
I mean, somewhat, yeah. Yeah, it wasn't horrible. I
did a little bit.
I don't sleep in the chair that they have because they have like a couch.
Yeah.
That's still horrible, but it's like if you bring enough blankets and a pillow or something like that, that's all right. It works. Actually, one of the times, I don't know how it happened, but I think this was our first time in the hospital. I ended up in the actual patient bed sleeping, and I don't know what my wife was doing, but she was not sleeping. And the nurse came in and she was like, "What the heck is happening?" So, anyways, that'll be hopefully, I mean, if we don't have a baby at this point next week, that'd be bad news. But yeah, so that'll be our end to the January.
Mm-hmm.
So
Pretty good ending.
Yep, it'll be good. Well, let's see here. Work-wise, we got just more random stuff around the shop. A lot of random emblem orders and headlights, and a couple random
rain guards.
Lots of rain guards. We were talking about that last week.
We had like 5 sets come in at one time.
Yeah.
Yep, that, and we've had a lot of online orders recently, which is good. But yeah, that's what's been busy recently. So, but with that, we're gonna maybe discuss a little bit of color combinations. What we prefer, maybe. And maybe we got some examples too of different color combinations, but we were talking the other day about specifically chrome, the accent of chrome, and what color it pairs best with. Because we had a set of mirrors. It was the newer Ford color, argon blue, is what it is. It's like a not like a super dark blue, but darker blue with metallic in it. With a chrome mirror cap, and I think it's fairly decent.
Looks pretty good.
What's your favorite?
I would say if I had to have chrome on my truck, first of all, I would just not have any chrome. If I got a new truck, I would chrome delete it for sure. But if I did have to pick a chrome accent with the color, I'd probably pick white. Like
white and chrome.
Yeah, I feel like on the F250s, F350s, just white and chrome just looks nice and clean.
I don't disagree. I like white. I think black and chrome sometimes can look kind of nice. It just, the contrast is nice. But
if I'm going black though, I might just go like black
fully
and black. Yeah, just black it out.
Yeah. Kenny, what's color?
I would. Yeah, it's probably just black. Honestly, I don't like a lot of chrome. I'm not a huge fan of chrome. I would rather just have black accents. I think.
Yeah,
black as an accent color, I think looks better. But yeah, I would probably go with you. You can pair it with pretty much any color. I feel like certain colors though, like if you do it with like a lighter gray color, you're not really going to be able to tell.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would probably say like one of the new Super Duties, like with a blacked out grill, and then the accents that come stock chrome. I feel like some of those look good. Like some of them are just like the straight thin bars, or it's like the little U's.
I think I like the satin chrome look more so than which is what comes on some like the limiteds or platinums.
Yeah,
more so than just a bright chrome.
What's the like the bluish gray color?
Glacier gray.
Yeah. I feel like glacier gray can go well with chrome.
Well, I got some examples here that we're gonna look over and maybe change some. So if you're watching this, you can see it on your screen. There's Kenny's.
That's not me. It's supposed to be me, but that's not me.
I had our AI like podcast assistant thing create a thumbnail for our last episode, and this is what it came up with. And it's a very polished version of Kenny's head. And
I feel like the eyes definitely throw it off a little bit.
I feel like there's somebody actually that looks like that, and I'm like a somewhat famous person, but I can't remember
that's
who it
probably
is.
what they're pulling from.
Probably
is. Anyways, let's see. We got these pulled up. All right. So first, I'm gonna have to import these first. One. We got the classic black and chrome look here. Okay.
Yeah.
This is a truck we did, I don't know, a year or two ago. This one has probably less chrome, like it's than could be left, because this is a limited, obviously. And so, for those that aren't actually looking at pictures, it's a 2020, I think this was 2024 F250 limited Super Duty, and it's blacked out. It's just on stock wheels and tires, but we paint matched most of it. This one from the factory obviously comes with like a satin chrome grill like we were talking about around the outside here where my cursor is. And everything that is chrome obviously comes chrome from the factory. I don't have a picture of the back side of this one, but the tailgate plaque is limited, and that's obviously all chrome as well. So, anyways, we paint matched this a little while ago.
I also feel like if you're gonna spend the money on paint matching, I think you should start with new wheels and tires. Just because if you're I feel like paint matched on stocks is not.
You don't like it?
No,
Sometimes it's not bad, but
I don't.
Those are interesting stock wheels.
I mean,
remember
this customer in particular owns a tire shop, and so he's like, he just send us the truck first to get done.
He'll get it done,
Yeah,
probably.
he will.
Yeah, but like if you're leaving it on stocks, at least get big mud tires. Cause
that's my boy Marco's.
Is that Marco's truck?
Marco, yeah, from Performance Wheels and Tires. Anyways, this one, I think it's kind of like, yeah, it's tastefully done for the most part. I think I like that on this one we didn't leave the entire grill chrome, like this whole outside piece that loops around here. I like that we painted that, but the only other thing, I don't know if I like the fog light pockets on these ones being chrome, just because it looks just kind of a little out of place, personally.
Leave the tow hooks chrome, but
yeah, tow hooks, the emblems, I like too sometimes on the Ford ovals here, where we just leave the Ford lettering chrome, and then we paint the rest of it. I think that looks, because it's like this ring on the outside is a lot of chrome, but I like leaving the mirror caps chrome, door handles, that sort of stuff. Even these ones, like this one, you couldn't leave the letters on the side batch chrome because they don't come that way. But you could leave like this long portion that the letters sit on that comes chrome from the factory. So we could have left that, but
we didn't smooth and paint the outside of it, did we?
Yeah, we did.
Oh, we did.
Yeah,
I can't.
Yeah, I think we
it
did
looks
all
like
all the plastics on this one. We smoothed and painted all the plastics.
See what you were saying.
Yep. And then he obviously has like 5% window tint with 35 or 20% on the windshield, so you can't see anything. What are you rating this out of 10, Evan? Give me a number. Here, I'm talking in your mic. Okay.
There's a bad glare, so I gotta adjust. If I'm rating this out of 10, just me personally,
just a paint match. We're going to paint match. No, don't take into account wheels and tires and stuff like that.
All right.
We're going for the black and chrome paint match.
I'll probably go a 7. Like, it looks clean, but there's a few things that I would definitely change if it were my truck.
Okay.
But a solid 7.
Just a straight up 7.
Yeah.
No, like 7.85.
No, I think because you could lower it to probably a 6.8 if you really wanted to, but you could probably get it up to like a 7.3.
Okay, Kenny.
So it's right in the middle.
What's your? All right, I will take it.
I'll go with like a 7.7.
Okay.
Because I like black. I think it would have been better if, like you said, the fog light buckets would have been done. I would have like changed and done the fog light buckets black and then left the long strip like you were saying chrome. Was this the one we did the outer lights?
Yeah,
we did. Okay.
We did the color chasing.
We did the color chasing
headlights on these.
Those were cool.
Yeah, I don't know why too though. We did these chrome on the headlights, which I'm now noticing.
Yeah,
they don't come chrome, but we painted them like a satin. That's not bad, but
it's different.
Yeah. Anyways, I'll go. As far as like black and chrome scenes go, I'm gonna go because that's what we're basing off of. Either fully, I guess black truck paint, matching combinations. I'll go. Let's give it I'll give it an 8.1.
8.1, huh?
Yeah, it's solid.
Right.
It's solid. But I mean, yeah, you have to take into account, like, obviously if black's not your favorite color,
right?
You're not gonna give it a higher score. Right. If it's a
that's fair
color you like, you're probably gonna. Anyways, next one. Let's see here. All right, this one we did a while ago, and this one has wheels and tires on it. Obviously, so this is another Super Duty. I think all these are Super Duties just because it makes it easier to judge based off of
this one.
There we go. All right, so F450 20, I don't know, 23, I think 24 F450 that we did. Now this one obviously has 26-inch wheels, tires. It's a dually, and this one was star white color. So again, this is a platinum. So it's very similar as limited. It's just different kind of branding and badging for the most part. But as far as what comes chrome from the factory, pretty much the same. But yeah, again, this one is actually fairly similar to that last one, with a couple exceptions. We did the headlights a little bit differently, and obviously it's white versus black, so we did some white in the headlights. The grill, we left the outer bar surround chrome or satin, because this is like that satin chrome that we were talking about. Fog lights, we did the same, and like the side badges that we were talking about, we left the backing chrome here. Mirror caps, I think
those are painted.
We painted those. It's hard to tell if they're the glare. Door handles left. And then I think the tailgate plaque we did. I can't remember.
I don't remember if we did white with chrome letters or chrome with white letters. I don't remember.
One of the two. Yeah.
Probably chrome with white letters. I'm betting that's what we did.
Yep. What would you change, Evan? What are you rating it?
This one I like. I think the white and the chrome looks good. There probably could be, like, maybe the mirror caps stay chrome, but other than that, I kind of like the distribution of the chrome and the white. The
distribution, big word.
You're welcome.
Wow,
you're welcome. I like the front emblem. I think the chrome on that matches well. I think chrome just matches white better than it matches black for some reason, because it just doesn't clash.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
2 big words, bro. That's clash. Color clash. Not a big word, but big meaning,
Does it contradict?
Yeah. Contradict. There you
go. Clash is your word of the day.
I might put like mirror caps chrome, but other than that, I like it. It's a solid scheme.
Number?
8.4.
8.4.
Yep. Yep.
This is probably as unfair to the last one too, because it does have wheels and tires. So you're like, all right, that looks a little bit better.
We didn't have it in the shop though with wheels and tires.
No, we didn't.
The stocks on dualies are way worse than the stocks on.
That's true.
Yep. They're basically just steel wheels, and they're ugly.
Kenny?
Change anything? If we were to change the mirror caps, I would paint the mirror lights like we did on the black one, and then leave the mirror caps chrome, because like with those we left the inside chrome, but the other one you paint it and then match it. I mean, a little thing, probably paint the fender lights on the back, and then probably the cab lights. But this truck was really cool. This truck was clean. I love this grill style. If you paint this grill, I love this grill painted.
Yeah.
If you leave it stock and just leave it texture black, it still looks good. But like this looks good. So I'd probably give this one like an 8.5.
Wow, 8.5.
This one looked really
high praise on this girl. Yeah, I think we've done the grills on these, because these little hexagonal oval shapes, they come chrome. We've left them chrome on some of them before.
That one's not the one that comes chrome, is it?
I think it does. Yeah,
is it?
Yeah, because it's the platinum F451, that the dually style. But I might have left those. It might have been too much, but I think at the same time it might have added a little bit more. And again, I don't know how I feel about the fog light, these accents being chrome.
Yeah.
But other than that, that's probably the only couple things I would change. I don't mind the mirrors all white. It's not bad. Yeah. You got the mirror light chrome, so maybe swap those and paint the mirror light, and then leave a chrome cap. It might be the only thing. Yeah, I'm gonna give this, as far as white and chrome scheme goes, let's go with solid 8. We're going 8.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Fair enough.
It could be a little bit higher, but that's where I'm putting it. So, all right, moving on to our next one.
There it is. There's my Glacier Gray.
Who this guy is.
So this is a local customer that we did one for. This is that Glacier Gray color that Evan was talking about. And Our monitor here sucks because it's way clearer on it.
SEMA.
Yeah, this truck was a SEMA. But we did everything on this except for suspension, wheels, and tires. But as far as paint match goes, yeah, if you haven't seen the Glacier Gray color, it's kind of like not like a baby blue, but it's like a light, gray bluish color. Yeah. So, very tastefully done. Mm-hmm. This one we left a little bit more chrome on than the other two, specifically within the grill area.
And the headlights.
Yep. Mm-hmm. But this color might be one of my favorites paired with chrome. It's a solid color with
I think so too.
With the chrome.
I might have done headlights, Glacier Gray, just to give it that extra,
We did the insides Glacier Gray, like right here.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The inner portion of these. But the outer DRL portion of this, we left chrome, and then we did a clear reflector on it. So, but yeah, and then this one's obviously on 26 by 16s on a 8-inch lift, I think is what this one was. I don't know.
He's got the chrome track bars.
Yeah. I don't know. To be honest, I think when we did this, he kind of left it up to us as far as
what we did.
For the most part, what we wanted to paint. So I think we kind of painted this to what we thought. I mean, he had some pointers and stuff like that, but a lot of times we'll get customers to be like, I don't know what to do with it. Just do whatever you think looks best.
Yeah.
Which is sometimes helpful, but also too, it's like, what I like might not be even close to what you...
Can you imagine painting it the way you like it, and then they get it and they're like, no, I hate it. Paint it a different way.
Anyways, I don't mind the grill, the way that we left the bars chrome, honestly. It is a little bit more chrome than... But when you paint the backing, I think it helps quite a bit. What's your number, Ev?
8.8.
8.8.
She's good. She's clean.
Yep. Kenny?
Probably agree. 8.8. This guy definitely should. I remember doing PPF though on this truck afterwards. We did the rockers.
Yeah.
And that was after he'd already been running it on. Most of the time this thing got towed.
Yeah.
Towed around. But yeah.
He said he lived on a gravel road, so.
Yeah, I could tell. Because they weren't it wasn't the worst I've ever seen. But it was definitely a lot of good sized chips in his rockers.
I'm gonna go 9. It's solid. I mean, it's a solid color combination. I'm not necessarily trying to take wheels, tires, lift in consideration, just the chrome and the glacier. But I think as far as color combinations go, with chrome, solid color.
Yep.
Next one.
He did a limited that color too. Remember the dually from Canada? The dude did it for his daughter.
Yep.
Yeah. For a birthday present.
We don't have to. I should have brought this up with the white one, but this one's very similar to that other white one we did.
That one's clean, bro.
Yeah. This one's a little bit smaller wheels and tire setup, but it's the same as that white one we just did. That white F450. The grill we did very similar, I think. Let me see. Do we leave these chrome? No, they're
those are white. But the lens is chrome.
But
still.
Yeah, the headlights we did a little bit differently
and clear.
And on those other ones, did we do black on the inside?
I think so.
Okay.
The other white one?
Yeah. On the inside right here of the headlights?
Black, yeah.
We might have left that black.
Left the buckets black.
Yeah. This one's not bad. The wheels and tires are fine. And didn't you drive this one back to Seattle? Or did Jose?
This was the first truck. This wasn't for enthusiasts. This was for a guy. He was like a contractor. From Seattle, and yeah, I didn't know. I was so confused. I thought I was picking it up for enthusiasts, and he was like, it was just a dude, and he just dropped his truck off at the airport and
nice.
Go back. But yeah,
nice. Yeah, we don't have to. It's the same white, so we'll go to the next one. Oh, that's the back side of it. Okay, so you can kind of see what the taillights.
All chrome or the white?
That one we left the tailgate plaque all chrome.
Yeah,
but we did. You can see the bumper plastics and stuff.
Also, shout out to the guys that when they do these trucks, they don't paint the step.
Yeah,
not the rear one. That's fine.
Yeah.
I don't really care about that. But like the corner step pad and the bed step pad, don't paint those.
Because you're gonna step on them.
If you use your truck at all, like you're gonna.
That's why I tell people, tear them. I'm like, we can paint it if you want, but if you actually step on it, it's just like stepping on the hood of your truck because it's paint.
Leave them plastic.
Yeah. Next one. This one's a little older, Super Dude. We did this one a couple of weeks ago, months ago, a while ago. Yeah. Okay, so a rapid red This one's like a 22 Super Duty, and this one's got chrome with a rapid red color. So I was telling Evan yesterday. I said red and chrome's not horrible, honestly. I don't mind it.
Sorry, go ahead.
Obviously he's on stock wheels and tires as well, but you can kind of get an idea for the paint match on this style.
I would say the mirror cap is too much chrome. I would paint the mirror cap red, but I like the handles. I like the accents. I like the grill. I just might do the mirror cap.
Did we do his cab lights? Those aren't stocks.
I think those are the
the boost. Yeah. I don't know if we painted those.
I don't remember if we did those or if he put them in.
I'm not sure. I think he put them in.
He needs to do his taillights.
Cowl hood on it, too.
Yeah, we did put it. So yeah, we painted a cowl hood for this one as well, and then we installed it so it looks a little bit different than it does now. But yeah, this one obviously is probably more. I think this is almost the most chrome you could leave, except for on this body style, except for the headlights. On this outer DRL portion of the headlights that comes chrome, so you could have left that. But that might have been a lot of chrome up front with the red.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe paint the mirror cap because the mirror cap's chrome, door handles chrome, side badges are chrome. Get rid of these 6-7 badges that are on the side. Maybe
there's a lot of chrome on the grill.
Yeah, that's what I was trying. I was like, do you paint this big surround piece and then leave just the small pieces?
The 3 bars.
That might be what I do, and then maybe you could leave the outer portion of the headlights chrome. But this thing is a lot of chrome because it's this entire thing here.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna go this specific color combination. I'll probably go 7-1.
Yeah, I was gonna say 6-9, just because
I'm at like a 7 flat.
If I might pick red and black accents before I pick red and chrome.
It also doesn't help that his wheels are stock blacks.
Right. Yeah.
If he would, I think he does have chrome.
I think they are chrome. They're just you can't tell in the picture. They are black. No, they are black. Sorry.
Well, I think he put chrome wheels. I think he put like 22 by 14s or 22 by 12s.
He did. Yeah. That's red and chrome. Moving on. Silver. This is the same body style. This one left the headlights with the amber, so it kind of throws off a little bit. But this was another one that I found kind of quick. This is that iconic silver color. It's actually done quite similarly to that one that we just looked at. 20 again, like a 22 Super Duty.
Got the rain guards.
They got the rain guards. This one has the light up door handles too. We did light up door handles on this one.
Yeah.
That's actually the ones I think we just fixed.
Oh yeah, we just shipped out.
But anyways,
just like okay, if you're looking at this mirror, the contrast between the chrome and the
silver
color isn't. I just don't feel like it blends well. It sticks out like a sore thumb.
You got to do black.
Yeah,
I think like black.
Yeah,
like you do black mirror caps on that, and then like black letters and the black surround on the side badges,
and no rain guards.
That would have been good. Yeah,
yeah.
I'm not a fan of the rain guards.
Yeah. I don't know. This one's it's not bad. Obviously, the headlights need something done to them here. I think.
Yeah.
Either just paint the buckets or
get rid of the amber.
Yeah, the amber needs to get gone for sure. I don't know. I don't mind silver and chrome too much, but it's probably a little bit lower than red and chrome. So I'm gonna go 6-7.
I'll go 6-3.
I'll go 6-8 because I love that truck's headlights, like that style of headlight.
I do love those headlights.
Those trucks' headlights are sick. Also, he needs to trim the valence. But that's just me.
Yep. And that one you don't like the.
I feel like
you don't like the big valence
on a dually. I think it looks all right, but like on the
because like this is trimmed obviously.
I think it almost looks better with a full valence on a dually, especially with a lift.
And this one's hard because it's not lifted as high. Plus, it's at a different picture angle.
Yeah, it's
than that one. But I don't know.
I think he had just mounted those like before because I think the wheels and tires from his first setup were still in the back.
Yeah. What are we missing a color that you're like that one actually looks pretty good? So because we covered red, white, black, and blue variants. And then the silver. I don't love that dark gray. and chrome.
Yeah. You could. I mean, you could look up the argon blue.
Yeah,
See if they have
that's
one
what I was
up
trying
there.
to.
The only one I like, if we were just like, since we're just doing Super Duties, but like if we weren't, I think GMC has the best gray truck. That
Storm
Thunderstorm gray.
I love that gray.
That truck's nice.
Yeah,
truck's really nice.
let me see if I can.
Ram. I don't know. Ram doesn't really have any like specific colors that are super different.
What's another?
Ram is pretty basic.
That argon blue probably wouldn't be too bad. I'm trying to think of. I did see. Yeah, I don't think Mars gray. That Mars gray color. It wouldn't be bad.
It wouldn't be terrible.
I feel like with chrome, it wouldn't.
I
would
did a
pair
few
with
accents.
black.
I think black looks better.
Yeah.
But
all right. Let me see if I can't.
what's that one red dually we did? This was like a couple years ago. This was right before you went to SEMA a couple years ago. I think that one. I can't.
Oh yeah, that was like older body style as well. I think.
No, that was a 23.
Was it?
It was 23 or 24 dually. We had to pay match everything. We did front and rear bumpers, everything.
Interesting.
But I can't remember if we left parts of it chrome or if we completely just like had everything red.
Yeah, I don't.
And it was a bright red color. It wasn't the race red or whatever.
Okay.
Ruby.
What are the other 4 colors we're missing? Is that all the 4 colors?
There's a couple different whites, but they look the same.
Yeah. Glacier. We did Glacier. That one's been a quite popular color.
I mean, they're Bronco colors, but nobody really leaves chrome.
Cactus green.
The what do we call that? Cactus Fighter Jet. Gray, green.
Something like that.
Yeah, they only did that in the Bronco, I think, for a short little while. Oh, Avalanche. The Avalanche color.
Gray?
Yeah. I don't know.
That one's good.
That might be akin to that silver. Avalanche in black, I think, looks better.
Yeah.
This is what I'm looking at actually right here. Let me see here.
I'm just looking through.
I kind of like that.
I'm looking on Instagram.
Right there.
Isn't that the or that's
Is that the Avalanche?
I think that's Avalanche gray.
See, that's black and Avalanche.
Yeah. That's not bad.
We did an Avalanche for the guy in Idaho Falls, but he doesn't.
Yeah.
He didn't leave any chrome.
That's true.
Well, he left his toe ups chrome, and he put chrome wheels on. It looks good.
Oh, there's Kenny's. We're gonna stare at Kenny's face for a second. Yes.
Oh, this one's good.
Let me see if I can find. I just want to find
blue.
Patriot blue for Ram.
Oh, okay. So Patriot blue is probably one of my favorite colors out of any truck.
That one actually looks really good.
It's different. It's close to that argon blue, but it's a little bit different.
If you pull up our Instagram, you have that one on there.
Okay.
It's a few down.
That's always been one of my favorite colors. Is that Patriot blue? It's
Patriot blue.
That and chrome actually. Do we have is it that and chrome?
Yeah.
It is Patriot blue and chrome.
Yeah.
Can you
he left his caps chrome. Here, I'll just put it on my phone.
Put it on your camera. There. Put it if you can.
So you see it.
Oh yeah, that one.
So you can see he put aftermarket tow hooks and those were chrome, and then he left the grill backing.
The wheels are hideous, but
yeah. You can see the grill inserts. He left all those.
We did one. There's probably one further down in our Instagram that we did a while ago, quite a while ago, and I think we left the chrome on that one, and that was. I remember thinking like that one's solid.
Yeah.
So
there's a few colors.
Should we do a little teaching?
Sure. Yeah.
Little teaching tape. You have a question, Evan?
Teach tape.
Yeah.
You do.
Just
okay.
Well, you got to introduce our new segment.
Yeah, we have a new segment.
Yeah.
Presented by Precision Retrofits because
shoot.
Yeah.
How did we get that?
They spend lots of money on this podcast. Yeah, we have a new segment presented by Precision Retrofits. Actually, did we close out that? What's your ultimate white and chrome? Is your ultimate chrome combination, Kenny? If you had to choose a color to go with chrome,
I would probably either say white or the Patriot blue or the old metallic blue from Ford. It was in the 2024 body style. What's that one?
Antimatter?
Antimatter blue. That one is kind of similar to the Patriot.
That's a solid color.
So I would say either white or dark blue.
antimatter and chrome is solid. I would agree. I like a blue, a darker blue of some sort, or that glacier grays. Yeah, I think blues in general with chrome is probably up there for me. So I think that settles it. So, moving on to our new segment presented by Precision Retrofits. It's I don't know what we're gonna coin it as. Maybe like Hunter helps or precision pointers or something like that. I don't know. That's the best I can come up with. What's your question today, Evan?
For our listeners here, could you just explain the different types of headlights? Because you got projectors, you got halogens, you got just a bunch of different.
All right.
So we're just gonna...
I found this nifty little picture here, so if you're not watching it, I'll just explain it. But
perfect.
We get this question a lot because we deal a lot with headlights. And obviously in the year 2026, we have lots of different styles of lighting options. So, are you good over there, Evan?
I feel like I'm gonna sneeze, but it's not coming.
I feel like I need to take a deep breath. Okay. We're going to take a quick second. We're going to take a quick bathroom break, and we'll be right back. All right. We're back after a quick little bathroom break. Are you better now, Evan?
Oh, we're good.
You had to sneeze?
I thought I was going to sneeze for a solid 15 seconds there. Felt a tickle.
All right. Can you repeat your question one more time?
Yeah. So, can you just explain the difference between halogens and projectors?
I'm really glad you asked. I'm really glad you asked that question. I think it's probably one of the biggest issues in the world today is what headlights do what.
Life-changing.
There's lots of options in our day and age. Actually, it's more so just vehicles, the newer and newer vehicles get. And the more and more options or lack of just change of options that vehicles come with these days is ever changing. So obviously lots of different options as far as lighting goes these days. And the further we progress, actually the more really economical and just makes more sense for manufacturers to just install like LEDs and stuff like that because it's usually cheaper and they're gonna last longer and create less just issues usually for the customer as a whole. But I have a handy dandy picture here, and I don't know, I took this off the internet somewhere, so shout out to whoever put this together. But this is a really good representation of different lighting styles. This is on a 2021 to 2023 style F-150 here, and this first one here, you can see it says halogen. So, do you know what makes up a halogen? Why we call it a halogen headlight, Kenny?
Pretty sure it just refers to the type of light bulb that you use.
Yeah,
isn't it?
Typically, yeah. So halogen, that's what pretty much everything, for the most part, prior to like 2015, came with. Maybe even 2010, something like that. And like when obviously cars first came out, it's a bulb that you can remove or replace. And it shines into a reflective bowl, essentially. So that, like this one here, you can kind of see this bowl right here. Can you see? I can't see my cursor on here. Let me see. Restart this. That bowl right here is what reflects that light. Jared is singing in the paint booth. Anyways, so yeah, you have that it's halogen bulb is typically what we refer to it as, or incandescent, is what it is. So like think of even just the bulbs in your house, like that are not LED, those are like incandescent. And that light isn't actually what, like, yes, that shines, but what makes it actually shine in front of you is the reflective properties of that housing. So cheap for the most part. Effective, somewhat. I mean, up until 2010, it was obviously solid. And people, when they were driving around their Model Ts in 1920, were probably like, "This is freaking amazing." But these days, not so much anymore. But that's what we mean when we are referring to halogen, is halogen style bulb, halogen style reflection properties. Any questions, Evan, on
Nope.
halogen?
You
Kenny?
did fantastic.
Any questions?
Oh,
Okay.
it's good. Really good.
So then we move up to the next. So this one, at least on this, is called a mid-range LED. For these F-150s in particular, we kind of call them bi LEDs, and I'll get into that, why we call it bi LED. But either that or reflector LED versus obviously projector LED. So these ones, and these are common on a lot of vehicles, especially nowadays, because they're LED technically, so they're bright and fairly effective. They're a little bit cheaper than projector LEDs because sometimes reflector LED is the easiest way to explain it, just because an LED is reflecting, similar to how the halogen reflects off of that bowl. The LED is reflecting off a reflective surface within the housing, and that's what's emitting that light in front of you. So brighter because it's an LED, and LEDs are typically way brighter than incandescents or halogens, and more, a little bit less, I would say, effective than a projector, and I'll get to that in a second. But very solid, and I think it's, like I said, a lot of manufacturers do it these days because it's cost effective and efficient. The reason we call these ones bi LED is because they have the LEDs here, but they also have, if you look at the turn signals on these ones in the middle, and on the outside here, these are technically incandescent bulbs or halogen bulbs, because that's regular filament style bulb that you put in there. So they can burn out. I mean, the LEDs can obviously burn out, but LED lifespan is infinitely greater than LEDs. So these ones, the reason we'll call them bi is because, not because their sexuality's messed up, but because they're
Which you know a lot about. Huh?
but the low and the high beam, these 4 quadrants here, are your high beam, your low beam. You have different LED bulbs that are emitting light, shining into a reflector, and then your turn signal here is an incandescent bulb that's shining into a bowl, similar to these halogen lights here, and that's what emits that. And these have the LED DRL. DRL means daytime running light, or parking light is what people might know it by. So that's LED as well. These ones, actually, side note, I'm surprised they haven't, but Ford has not done a recall on these. But if you take note now, when you pass a truck like this, see how many of these are burnt out. These DRLs, they've become, unfortunately, infamous for burning out this particular style. The projector headlights are not, but these ones in particular, and we've had a couple in here where we've seen that LED chip is just melted. So, and it burns out this, because there's 2 LED chips that illuminate this DRL. One that goes to the top and it shines through an acrylic light pipe, and then one that shines through this one here. And this one typically is always the one that's burnt out. Sometimes both of them burn out, but next time you see it and you notice, you'd be like, that's a faulty headlight, and that LED chip burnt out. Which maybe at some point we'll do some R&D so we can make some replacement boards. We'll see. Anyways, any questions on the reflector bi LED?
I like it.
Okay. So that's your mid-range. Effective, a little bit more, probably expensive than halogen. Still very efficient and price-wise. Very effective for manufacturers, particularly. And then moving on to our high range, well, that's what this picture says. We call these just the projector LEDs. And the reason for that is because they have projectors in them. And what I mean by projector, think of like a movie projector, kind of same idea, where it's has a light that shines. It's still technically shining into, I wish I had projector. We should have brought a projector in here. But a projector essentially is like its own encased circular thing.
Piece of glass.
Yeah, it's like
basically.
its own tiny little bulb. We have one somewhere around here. Trying to think where am I on. Anyways, let me.
Do you want to go grab one?
Yeah.
I was just trying to think. Right. Oh boy, here he is. He got one. Oh, fresh out the package.
It is
some Morimoto.
Okay, so let me switch this camera angle so you can kind of see. Where's my cursor? There it is. Okay, so this is a projector that I was talking about. So you have, see how the bowl's still kind of like a reflective thing in there?
Mm-hmm.
This is a, yeah, this is not an LED projector, else what would be shining through here would be LED, and like an LED chip. They do make LED projectors that you can install into like this halogen style housing that we were talking about. That's actually technically where the term retrofits come from, is people would take these and put them in those, but that was back when manufacturers were only making that style of headlight, so you had to install these. This one is, however, a HID projector. So HID, I don't even remember what the HID stands for. That's just like a type of bulb. It's a lot more effective than like an incandescent bulb. But it's probably not, like, it probably won't last as long as like an LED chip or something like that. But anyways, this is the projector. That bulb obviously fit through here, and then it shines into that bulb. And then this lens here is kind of what helps distribute that light nicely. And then you can see here there's like a solenoid here, and this is actually your high beam. So that when you flick your high beams on, this actually flips down and illuminates higher, if that makes sense. When it flicks back up, that's your low beam. So it blocks that light from going here, so you don't blind everybody as you're driving past them. So, and that's one of the other maybe cons. Some people don't like those mid-range LED ones or the reflector ones because the beam pattern is not as nice as something like this, because this is like a perfectly controlled beam pattern because of this solenoid right here. It cuts off that light perfectly. So if you ever you've probably seen them like against a wall where that line is perfectly straight. That's why, is because that light has this in its way. Then when you flick your high beams on, that moves out of the way and it gives you high beams. So this is a projector. And so we mean by like projector LED or even HID projector, that's going to be your best bet as far as brightness and lighting goes. Just because it's, for one, a more controlled beam pattern, and two, you get a lot brighter. I think part of it too is because this space in which the light is shining is so much more condensed than something like the reflectors, where it's a little bit more broad. All that light's in one spot, and all the energy from that light can be emitted from there. So when we say projector LED, this is kind of what we're referring to. And the reason they're a little bit more expensive, higher end, is because you have a lot more components that go into low beam and a high beam, like this and the bulb and everything, versus just a bulb and a bowl, essentially. So, and then on these, move back to this, on these projector style here, both of these, top and bottom, are projector. And again, your low and high beam is going to be LED. The DRL is the same as daytime running light, is the same as this one, where it's that full LED. But then this one, the blinker on these ones, is this spot right down here on the lower portion of the headlight, and that's fully LED chips versus it being like an incandescent bulb. So that's typically why these are a little bit, for one, more expensive, because there's a lot more components going to it, but they typically should last a little bit a lot longer. You should never, like, if you know, on these ones, you can't replace the bulbs from the backside like older ones. You have to replace the entire housing. If it does happen to go bad, or get somebody to open them up like us and replace whatever the part is. And they're controlled by what we call ballasts, which is like just a fancy word for like a computer that tells it what to do, essentially. So anyways, that's kind of like the differences between most of headlight styles nowadays. There's probably some more. I know that like BMW has extremely, and like Mercedes and stuff like that, like pretty high tech headlights and these ones do too. Like they've even Fords and stuff like that, and Rams and whatnot, like where the headlights will turn and stuff with you, and they have they call them like dynamic high beams, where cameras track other vehicles so that your high beam can be illuminated on like your passenger side while you're passing the car, so you're not blinding them, but it's still illuminating the ditch. All that sort of stuff. And then there's like, they call it like intelligent something, like BMW, where it literally is like just moving all over the place all the time. You don't really notice it, but it's because it's not like super jerky, but the way that itself functions is pretty high tech. So, any questions?
So, say I bought. So with a Ford, this would be like your XL, your XLT models.
Yep.
This would be like your Lariats, and then this would be like your Platinums and your Limiteds, right? So
Right.
say I bought an XLT,
Yep.
right? Because I don't have that much money, and I wanted to upgrade from XLT headlights
Yep.
to like Platinum headlights, or even
Mhm.
just Lariat headlights.
Mhm.
Would I be able to do that without having to just buy a whole new truck?
That's a good question.
Would I be able to do that?
Yeah, that's a really good question.
Freaking goated.
Which is why precision retrofits exist, for one of the reasons. Yes, you can do it without having to, and this may not go the same for like other manufacturers, but at least like trucks, because that's what we specialize in. You can make it happen. You will need wiring harnesses to switch, because all the plugs on the backside of that halogen style headlight are completely different. So typically halogen headlights have like 4 or 5 different plugs that go into it.
Right.
Projector headlights have like one, usually, because everything is inside the headlight versus outside the headlight for the projectors, whereas the halogen, everything's kind of, you can be accessed from the backside of the headlight. But yeah, wiring harnesses for sure. Obviously the headlights you're going to need. It's not cheap, like comparatively, like, for a OEM swap, you're going to be couple thousand at least for wiring harnesses, the lights, and whatnot. But it is possible, and like, I don't know, like I said, we don't know too much on some cars and stuff like that, but I know with like even some like Rams, you can swap it as well. And I know some GMs, most GMs though, like GMCs, since GMC's kind of like their higher grade, they actually typically come for the most part with the higher end ones from the factory, whereas like a Chevy, you can technically make it happen. You just need the biggest thing is a wiring harness, because most of the time the headlights are the same and the way they fit. You might need like a new grill to get them to fit, like the new Super Duty, because if you go from like a halogen Super Duty on the new style to a LED, the grill's different. So you need that as well. But it's possible. With like the F-150s in particular, this kind of gets into the weeds of it, but going from this to the projector, going from halogen to projector, not only do you need the wiring harness, but you need what's called a headlight control module. So it's like another thing that the truck uses in order to, it's like a computer again that helps control it and connect to the body control module. It tells it to turn on. But essentially that module is only for the high beams to function, because the way that high beams and stuff work, a lot of times, or even like DRLs, and the way that some of these lights work is through what's called a LIN bus signal, which doesn't really make sense to me. I don't really know the depths of that, but it's just essentially like it's one wire, and it gets fed different things from the computer on the other part of the truck, so that it tells it to turn, like it sends that signal to the computer that's inside the headlight to tell the light to do X, Y, or Z, essentially. So very complicated, and all engineering stuff, but it is possible. So it's a very good question. Just be ready to spend some money.
But that would be cheaper than
Yes.
possibly, because like the price difference between like an XLT 2021 F-150 you could probably get right now for what, like 30-ish, 25, 30-ish grand.
Yeah.
But then like a Platinum or a Limited would probably be closer to like 40
Right.
or 45.
Yeah. Yep. And sometimes too, we have customers that buy like a regular cab,
Right.
and the regular cab only comes from the factory with halogen style, but if they had a platinum model, they probably would have bought that.
Yeah.
Since factory doesn't offer that, they want that light, and so that's why some of those people are installing it. So yeah, different reasons for that. So, any questions, Evan?
Nope. I learned a lot though.
It makes sense.
Yep.
So that's why like a lot of vehicles nowadays, like if you go to the auto parts store and you're like, hey, I need a bulb for this, they're like, you're gonna have to replace the entire headlight. Or like, yeah, but that'll probably, hopefully, that doesn't happen because people like the more and more technology advance, we make a higher end headlight that does what it needs to, so that it lasts even longer than you have a vehicle. Ideally, they last the entire life of the vehicle itself. But unfortunately, yeah, you're gonna have to at some point, if it does go out, replace the entire headlight, like those DRL issues, for example. Like you could probably, I mean, I know for a fact we could obviously replace it with another working DRL, but again, you're going to be spending $500-600 just to do that. You need it because you'll need a donor headlight, you need it replaced, and all that sort of stuff. So, anyways,
it's good.
That makes sense.
Yep.
All right.
Good stuff.
We'll add this projector to our room in here.
I like it.
That's this thing probably. Let me see, a set of these with the bulbs and everything, you're probably like $400 for two projectors. Because like with a projector set, you need, if you're installing it on a truck that doesn't have those, you need the wiring harness again. You need the bulbs themselves, HID bulbs. You need the projectors themselves, and you need obviously it's got to get installed. So it's a expensive project. Like if somebody wants those installed into the halogen style headlights, you're probably looking at least $1,500.
Mm-hmm.
So at that point, some people are like, well, I'd rather just go to OEM style.
Yeah.
That's what I typically tell people. Either that or just get an aftermarket style that has projectors installed, that sort of thing. So anyways, that was our new segment presented by Precision Retrofits.
It's good.
Very nice.
I don't know the name, but Precision Pointers.
Yeah. Precision. Sure. I
like it. I like that.
Yep.
All right. Well, we are an hour into this. We can just do a quick. Yeah, I know. My wife tried to call me. Any sports input? Obviously, we had championship Sunday, and the Patriots and Seahawks are going to the Super Bowl. We can talk about that next week because that'll be Super Bowl week.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, I like that.
The Bears should be in it.
We'll get Jared in on that one.
You know,
Jared.
We can get Jared's pick.
Yeah. Super Bowl. Everyone wanted to see Bills Bears. Just saying.
That would have been a solid Super Bowl.
Exactly.
That would have been good.
Instead, we're gonna get Seahawks blowing out the Patriots.
It could have been good.
Yeah.
The Bills, I think, would eventually like fall apart in the second half because I don't think they're a complete team. Hence their head coach being fired.
Well,
but anyway,
the Chargers are going to Super Bowl next week because they hired Mike McDaniel. Huh? Next week, next year.
They got Mike McDaniel.
They got Mike McDaniel at offense coordinator. Obviously Jimbo's still doing his thing at the helm.
What a flash of a personality.
Real, you got Jim Harbaugh and Mike McDaniel.
That's Mike McDaniel says he's gonna probably start rocking the Dockers. So he's like,
next week we're gonna have a big sports segment because a lot of coaches will be hired by then.
Yeah,
hopefully a lot of signings. Free agent signings will be fun.
Bears are getting Max Crosby or Myles Garrett.
He's not, neither one of those guys are free.
I swear to you, on everything, you can clip this right now. Bears are getting, or Trey Hendrickson.
I was gonna say, why not just take Trey Hendrickson? He's actually
we're getting one of those three. I bet you $100 we got.
Maybe.
That's where we were the weakest. Was our defensive line. We had no pressure whatsoever.
Same here.
Yeah. Listen, if we would have been able to retain Jesse Minter, we would have been very good. But not to say it can't. But I think we hired a new DC yesterday. What was his name? He's actually from a college team.
Ooh.
Which is interesting. Chargers are hiring Western Michigan DC Chris O'Leary as their next DC.
Western Michigan, huh?
Apparently.
The What are
The
they,
Mustangs?
Mustangs?
I think.
Mustangs. Does he have ties to Connor Stallion?
He
Wasn't
might.
that where he did some of his? I think he went to like a Western Michigan game
Maybe.
and was like on the sidelines.
Maybe.
When Michigan was on their
I don't
run.
know. We'll see. But anyways, yeah, we can have a bigger sports segment next week because there's not really other than just NBA and college basketball. Which there's a lot of good college basketball action this
College
last week.
basketball's in its peak. Well, almost.
It is.
Almost peaked.
The draft next year is probably going to be wild.
Yeah.
This is it's one of the most loaded freshman classes
Crazy.
they've had in a very, very long time. And it's cool because this class, it's not a bunch of foreign guys. Like the last couple of years, there's like Alex Sarr and a bunch of these like European guys that they got drafted. But this year, it's the top 8 out of the top 10 are probably 8 to 9 out of the top 10 are probably going to be guys that we've got to watch play college.
NHL, it's getting there. We're getting to playoff time.
Did you know the Mammoth are 19-0 when they score 4 or more goals?
That's a lot of games scoring 4 goals.
It's going to be a lot of teams. 4 goals is a lot of goals.
19-0?
That's like saying the Maple Leafs are like 10-0 when they score 15 goals.
All I'm saying is they're 19-0 when they score 4. So if they score 4, they're winning. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
And you're proving my point because you're saying a lot of teams score 4 goals. I'm like, yeah, exactly.
We do have the World Baseball Classic coming up
In March.
Japan announced their roster, which is stacked.
Blue Jays play next month, February 21st.
Oh yeah, they do like the early international games.
Yep.
Over in like Japan and wherever else.
Yep. The Dodgers signed Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, freak the Dodgers. I hate the Dodgers. They would sign literally LeBron James if they could.
They gave him $600 million for 5 years.
And still aren't over the cap?
No.
Nope. Because they can pay him off over the next 50 years.
Yep.
He'll be 80 getting his last check.
Oh, they piss me off so much. The Blue Jays should have won the World Series like 4 different times, bro. 4 different times we should have won.
If you ever just want to send Evan through the roof, just mention the Blue Jays almost winning the World Series.
Just mention, what inning was that? The 7th inning?
It was freaking like the 4th. It was like
it was the
9th, the 10th, and the freaking 11th.
I'm just talking like it was bottom of the 9th. And was it game 6?
Which, I don't know.
I can't remember.
No, it was game 7.
Was it game 7?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like bottom of the 9th, game 7, where all the Blue Jays had to do was score 1 run.
Yes.
The game was tied.
And we had a man on second and third with 1 out.
There was like 3 different hits. There was like the grounder up the middle, the fly out to like left center, and then I can't remember what else.
The one where the 2 outfielders collided.
That's still what I'm talking about.
Still caught the ball.
That dude
fell to the ground and we didn't score.
That dude just came in the game too.
Yes.
He just got put in.
The other one was a fly ball. It got wedged under the outfield mat.
Yep.
Who the frick knows the rule not to touch that?
Every major leaguer. As soon as that ball gets stuck, it doesn't move, you raise your hand.
But the thing was, it was that guy, or was that Kiki Hernandez? Was that who it was, or was it the other guy that was like, the guy that just came in and he was like,
I think it was Kiki.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it was Kiki. And then freaking the third one was the slide at home.
At home. I'm saying he bobbled it at like second base.
Yeah.
They were
It was
in.
who's the old foreign guy? Forget his name. It's like, but I hate him.
He's kind of chunky too.
Yes. He's very chunky. He picked it up, bobbled it, threw home, and if
his toe was almost off
IKF would have just ran through,
his toe,
World Series champs,
he almost, who's the catcher for the Dodgers?
Will Smith.
Yeah. He almost lifted his toe.
Yeah,
he did at one point.
He lifted it and he put it back down and he barely
almost came off again.
It's a good game.
Still depressed.
That is pretty sad.
Oh, the amount of times we should have won, bro.
Would you have been more depressed if the Bears lost the Super Bowl in that fashion, or would you more depressed because of how the Blue Jays lost the World Series in that fashion?
Bears for sure. If the Bears made it to the Super Bowl and lost in heart-crushing fashion, I'd probably still be crying.
Caleb Williams throwing a game-ending pick in the end zone, that would be horrific.
That would be horrifying. I would be so sad. I would be...
We might need to get Evan some help.
I've been there.
I need...
2009.
I need one...
You need Jesus.
No, I have Jesus. Jesus is what's keeping me alive right now. Because if I didn't have Jesus, my life would be shambles. Blue Jays, Bears,
I'd be drinking at
Maple
work.
Leafs.
Brother, I've had the most disappointing sports season in my life.
Yeah, that's true. You started 8-0. And
My Cardinals are mediocre. Can't make the playoffs. They suck. Purdue lost in the Elite or in the Sweet 16. Should have been the Elite 8. Horrible non-call. Now this year, Colts go 8-0 or 8-2. Proceed to lose 8 straight.
Yeah,
that was awesome.
I think it's
Or 7 straight. Sorry,
almost worse if your teams are fantastic. Like they're good.
Well, we were crushing it,
and then they lose,
and then they just fall off. And then Purdue this year, they were preseason #1, projected national championship favorites. We've only lost 3 games or 4 games, but we've lost 3 straight, and it's all in Big Ten play. So, yeah, it's been
depressing.
I'm trying to stay off of like social media and all that other stuff, looking at all these people just clowning them because it's very depressing.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
that's what sports will do to you.
It is.
All right. With that, any final? Oh, Evan, we forgot to.
Tool.
What tool did you bring today?
Do we want to save it?
Evan's going to bring a special tool to the podcast next week.
It's our next segment.
Yep.
And
another new segment.
Another new segment. And he's going to explain
We gotta come up
what he does with that tool.
We'll come up with it.
We'll come up with it. Yeah. So, anyways, be on the lookout for that next week. And I'll probably have another child by this time next week. I should have another child by the time next week. And anyways, other than that, hopefully this episode was informative and helpful.
Yeah, it's a little bit different.
Yeah,
it's the most truck focused one.
It was solid. I like it. It's good. We're moving in the right direction. Now that sports season, well, at least football season is coming to a close. We'll have a little bit more space to talk about
trucks,
work stuff. So, anyways, with that, signing off for us 3. This is The Builder. We appreciate you guys for listening. We'll see you next week. Goodbye.